Maybe this we can take example of second previous day candle. Okay, price opened, it went up.
This candle,
Yeah,
yeah, price
something like that.
went up and then it came down.
So we need to take a PE entry at what place? Means if after
See,
open it crosses open or after it.
after it crosses open, you take PE entry here.
Okay,
I'm sure you would not have made money, but you would have at least cut some of your CE losses.
okay, okay.
Hello, sir. Utkarsh here.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, what I want to say that all the speculation you are talking about is that if the market
Yeah,
is
Utkarsh,
falling like, yes, sir.
I think two of you are talking at the same time, so there was this thing. Now you talk. Now you can say whatever you want here.
Yes, sir.
Specialists talk.
I was saying that, sir, if market is falling like anything in the morning only, then why
Okay.
should we look at the C trade to enter, na?
You won't
It is
look
the,
at CE trade. That's what I'm
ah,
trying to prevent.
it is the basic criteria of your strategy, sir.
I'm trying to prevent looking for CE entry when we are in a PE trade.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, that only, na, sir.
Why people do that? Because they are anxious that their position may reverse and they may lose whatever profit they've made. It's pure psychology issue, no?
Yes, that only, na, sir. If the market price is below the open price, then we should look only for the PE trade, na.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It is so simple, sir. There is no need to create chaos, I think.
Yeah, you if you're trying to actually, who was that guy who made this comment? Everyone is trying to catch all the moves possible. Yes, correct. You are right, Lohit. The only
Okay.
problem we are all facing is what we are confused when we are in the trade. We are saying I'm in the trade, but I don't know when it will reverse and go against me. That is the fear, really.
Ah, yes, sir.
So, when whoever is newly joined, I'll explain this again. But let me address all these other psychological issues. When we are in the group, this morning I found a lot of messages which are totally irrelevant. And there was one guy, Murli, he goes and takes a trade and see, yeah, the super trend support RSI and all. If you want to talk, please don't even talk about this method here. Chod do. You do whatever you want. You follow whatever method you want. I'm not interested in super trend. I'm not interested in RSI. For please understand, guys, price is what drives all these indicators. If price doesn't move, indicator doesn't move. Okay, and if you're looking at indicator to confirm that what your decision you've taken is right, then you're looking at something else. You're looking at a very irrelevant thing and trying to feel happy about it. You do not need indicators because the indicators are derived from the price. You are looking at price directly. Let us put an end to this indicator discussion once and for all. If you want to do stochastics, moving average, RSI, MACD, ADX, ADR, whatever you want. It you guys are actually messing up the entire thing, and you are messing up your own mind. It is, yeah, Brent, tell me. Yes, absolutely. No, no, no. What you do is you had a first 15-minute candle was there, and after that you started seeing some green candles, right? On the PE chart, you shift to Heiken Ashi. Now, when it is a green Heiken Ashi candle, we do nothing. We wait for the price to retrace, and then we enter. Now we enter on the back of the correct, exactly. At the exact time of that red candle Heiken Ashi, what you had was a green candle like this. You enter above the high of this candle, right? Then let your trade run. Stop thinking about whether it will reverse, whether it will hit my stop loss. If it hits, if it will hit, no. Correct. So if you enter only on this basis, I'm pretty much sure that you will have a profitable trade. What we are discussing today is once we have entered, we don't want to see this 15-minute chart anymore. We are going to forget about it. Okay, now you see this shooting up all the way to 276. If you want to book your profit, book somewhere. Otherwise, wait for the end of the day. End of the day would have given you 30 points. If you had booked at 250 rupees, you would have got some 120 points. So exit as usual, I'll leave it to you. But what I'm saying is don't try to predict. About that fourth candle high. Correct. So even for a crude oil trade, if you are taken today, right from the beginning, I mean, where would you have got the entry? This is 12th April, Heiken Ashi. Green candle, no business to enter. Either you would have got an entry here. After that, price would have fallen, hit your stop loss. Then you had another second entry here. This is at 115. At 115, what was the candle? This was the candle. Above the high of this 115 candle, you enter. Let your trade run, no. So you would have entered at what? 4415, let us say. Now price is 4532. You had a fantastic profit, no? You had one stop loss hit because of this one. 4454 was the entry. No, it's okay. I can visualize what the Heiken Ashi candle tells me to enter.
But sir, your price was trading below open, right, sir?
No. Today, initially it started with upward movement, then it came down. You look at the starting stages of this candle. Price was trading above. My mind says bias is up. Now, where do I take a bias upward entry? I take it based on the Heiken Ashi candle. So I take an entry here. Unfortunately, this hit my stop loss after some time. Then I wait. My bias was still up at this stage. Then once the stop loss got hit, it gave me a short trade. Whether I want to take the short trade or not is a different issue. Even if I had taken a short trade and managed to exit with some profit, I still had another buy entry here on this Heiken Ashi thing. Corresponding normal candle high was 4414. Even assuming you took entry at 4420, you're right now at 4533. 100 points. You would have made no 10,000 bucks. I am saying once you have taken this entry, forget about everything else. If my bias is up, I will only buy. Supposing I have not taken all those entries also. I say once the candle became green, initially it was red, then it became green. I jump into the trade even later. Let us say I jump into the trade around 44554, where my line is. Still, it went to 4560, high. And
Okay,
I
sir.
will hold on to this trade till 11 o'clock. Yeah.
Whether that second entry at the time of the second entry in crude oil, whether that bias had changed to sell means PE buy in crude.
Actually, yes, it had. But you would have taken a PE trade after this crossed here, right?
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And after that, the candle changed to green again,
But
right? Once it
at the
crossed,
time of second C trade.
you have taken a PE trade. Okay, now price has gone back upward. What will you do then? So you will take one
Okay.
more counter
So,
trade, no?
yeah. So that counter trade should not be taken at the time of when the bias was downwards, right? It's not
You wouldn't have taken
at
a. See,
present
I'm saying
your
you.
cursor is on one.
See, again, we are going back into this analysis paralysis mode. I'm sorry to repeat this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I've already had a negative bias. Okay. I've taken a sell trade. Okay. Now I know that when the candle becomes green from red, my negative bias was wrong, or rather, it has got invalidated. What do? I simply just buy a CE position and hold on. I don't need to look at all this intermediate noise. I need to look at only this today's candle. Correct? See, if you
Okay.
guys are trading futures, what would have happened is
Yeah.
your sell trade would have got cancelled the moment you put a buy trade. It is like closing your sell position, no?
Yes.
And after that, what you will do?
हाँ जी
You will try to enter as a buy trade. I'm asking you guys, what is the difficulty you will have if you just take one initial bias? Okay, what are the possibilities that can happen? Your bias would be right. You hold the trade till the end of the day. Okay, your bias
Good.
becomes wrong. You take a counter trade. If you're trading options, you can either consider it as a hedge, or you can exit your PE trade, which became invalidated later. There is absolutely no hurry to do all those things. Very calmly, you could have done that. The main thing is we are not going to anticipate price reversal and all those things and catch every move. Forget it. Suppose by 11 o'clock this becomes a doji. What will we guys do? What is the worst thing that can happen to us? Hmm? Yeah, tell me, Pranit. Okay. Oh, really? Nice. Okay, thank you so much. Raghavendra, welcome. I missed you.
Sir, Hari Krishna, sir.
Hari is right, but Vishnu graphics is Raghavendra, no?
Sir, what strike price we have to choose, sir?
Huh?
Strike price.
Strike price. Strike price, you choose whatever you want here, whatever you are comfortable with. I'm
With
not.
deep.
I'm not talking about the strike price selection here. I'm only talking about how to avoid all this intraday noise. You're a day trader, but you're going to trade on the basis of your daily chart. Okay? You're not going
So,
to look at your
so
intraday time frame and saying that price is reversing from here. Let me buy a CEP, all those things. You forget about all those things, right?
once red candle formed, we have to take a trade and stop loss is low of that candle.
Stop loss?
That low of the candle, no.
No. Yeah. If a red candle is forming on the daily chart, it
Okay.
means, especially on spot, what it means is bias is downward. So what will you buy if your bias is down? You will buy a PE.
Okay.
Now, having bought a P, I'm saying don't look at your intraday chart. Don't look at all this in between movements. Give the trade some time to give you profit. If there is no reversal, this PE will continue to be giving you big profit. Let the price go up and down. You don't get bothered about that. As long as your stop loss is not hit, you will not bother about anything. Now you see at 245 or something, you look at the price and say, "Arey yaar, this is now I'm having enough profit. I'm getting out. Get out. What is the problem? Don't have to look at the chart. No, you look at a P&L and exit. I'm giving you this method because there's a lot of confusion and worry about what will happen to the price. I'm saying stop worrying about all these things.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, in case of crude oil,
Yes,
first the day was up bias.
yes,
Hello.
correct. Correct, correct. I'm listening.
Yes, sir. Then the bias was down. So
Okay.
my question is, sir, when the bias is down, if we are looking to entry as per Heiken Ashi candle, or just if the bias is down, we can take entry in the PE trade or the short trade.
See, if you take entry as per the Heiken Ashi candle, I can guarantee that you will get the lowest entry price possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can enter at other places also. But the problem is, number one, your stop loss will become bigger,
Yes, sir.
right? In case there's a reversal. Then you will have no wish to continue the trade after that, after taking a bigger loss. You
Yes,
understand?
sir. Yes, sir.
That is why
Then,
I'm saying
hmm,
that is why I'm saying forget about all the intraday price moves. Let the price
yes.
do whatever it wants in the 15-minute chart.
Okay, sir.
Once you have
Sir,
got a entry, just close your computer and go. Now, I talked about this thing. If you go by the Heiken Ashi candle entry method, I got an entry on this candle. That is at 10 o'clock candle.
yes, sir. But when the bias is down, we doesn't get any entry in the short side.
Why you
And
won't get?
sorry, sir.
Why you won't get? You are getting no here. You got entry when the bias
Okay.
is.
No, no, sir. There was a still entry. The price was still above the open price.
Okay, now I'll give you another solution to this. Forget
Okay.
even about stop loss. Okay, forget about stop loss. 10 baje enter karo here in this place. What is the price at 10 o'clock? Oh shit, sorry. The price is around 4454 is the high. On the break of this high, you enter 4460 में you enter, let's say. ठीक है?
ठीक. Okay, sir. But what if the bias was down and the day traded downside? Then we'll be in bigger loss.
Why you will be in bigger loss? You you buy at that time another PE, no?
Okay.
The moment you know, the moment you know that my bias has changed. When do you know that bias has changed?
When
When
the
your
price is below the
when
open
green
price.
candle becomes red, you know
Yes, sir.
bias has changed. So take a opposite position.
Okay. Okay.
Only problem is you would have taken one, two, and the third position only would have worked for you,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Or you would have kept this original position. In addition, you would have taken one PE trade. PE trade will appear to be in profit for some time. Then this will go into loss. And when this price is going up, your CE will become super profitable.
Okay.
You don't need to look at your 15-minute chart and all those things. You don't need to mark support resistance lines. You can do it on stocks also. From morning it was down. You enter a PE or a short trade here and exit wherever you're comfortable with your profit. The simplest example is this, no? You enter sometime in the morning itself, okay, before all this spike happened. Let us say you got entry at 80 rupees or 90 rupees. What have you lost, man? You're just going on and hitting a 250 rupees price. 160 points profit is good, no?
Yes, but when we
Supposing you had
use,
held it till the end of the day also, you from a 90 rupees entry, you would have got 197. That much profit is also good enough.
When market,
yes, sir. One question, sir.
Mm,
Okay, sir. When we see the Bank Nifty, for today's case, the Bank Nifty was there was a huge gap down and there was a selling pressure. But
correct,
we convert our chart to Heiken Ashi chart, and we are waiting to entry at the break of an red candle in P chart. In P chart.
Oh, this is spot. Okay, let me shift this back to normal candle. In P chart, Heiken Ashi. Okay, you are getting an entry at the break of this red candle.
Yes, sir.
Take so
So, then we will not get entry at an 87 or 90.
take now. What is the big deal which has happened here? You entered at 139 rupees and got 252. No,
Okay, sir. Actually, the summary of this meeting is when we see the open price is below the open price, then our bias for short trade or the buy the PE side, and
correct,
when we get the PE side hit stop loss, immediately we will looking the when the red candle C side Heiken Ashi red candle high is broken, and then we'll enter in the C trade. There is
correct,
nothing.
correct.
Okay, okay,
See,
sir.
until your bias changes, you don't have to do anything. No,
Okay, sir.
bias does not change. You don't do anything. You let the candle run.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right, it keeps on going up. Suddenly, your stomach will say, "Arey yaar, pet bhar gaya, let me exit." Exit karo. If you feel too lazy to exit, you are like me. Don't exit. End of the day, instead of see, I would have entered at 139 or 140. Now it is 197. 57
Yes.
rupees is a profit.
Yes.
Whatever the market is giving me, I'll take that profit.
Sir, I was a bit late. I've just joined because I
Okay,
didn't know.
okay. Raghav, good
What
evening.
was there any special?
Yeah, I'll
What?
explain to you. I'll explain to you again.
Okay, yeah. Good evening,
One
sir.
second, I'll
I'll
just
tell later
reply
about
to
it.
Raghav.
Okay, yeah.
Raghav can't speak, he says. Okay. Now, what we discussed was, Bella, we said, Abhi, all this support, resistance, all those things will leave. Okay. I'm trying to propose a very simple method of trading.
Okay.
Morning market opens. Today we had a gap down open. Price started pushing downward right from the beginning. Immediately, you enter a PE trade. Your bias has become downside bias. So what you do is you go to the PE chart and wait for entry. Clear no?
Okay. Yeah.
वो entry मिलने के बाद close your computer. We got entry here
Yeah, around 1:30.
around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock candle mein you
Yes.
got entry. So
Mm.
the price of this thing was 139 rupees. Let us say you got entry at 140, 142. Okay. Just forget about everything else. Don't look at
Okay.
intraday support, resistance, all this nonsense. Let's forget. Let the trade run till the end of the day.
Okay. Even for target also we should forget support and
You
the
forget
resistance.
everything. No, close everything and go.
Okay. Okay.
थोड़ा कम profit मिलेगा, चलेगा. अगला दिन we'll make up for
Yeah.
it.
And today you made a strangle. Like
Today I
what
made a
was the
strangle
reason?
because I was going out somewhere and I cannot
So to be
monitor
on
my
safer
chart.
side, okay, okay, to be
So
on
I just
safer
took a
side.
strangle and went. It was a bad deal actually.
Okay.
I got entry at 167 on PE and
Yeah.
I got entry at 45 on CE.
47. Yeah, 45.
45.9 or something. So it was not a great thing, but luckily I managed to look at my P&L and exit. I exited at around 252 or something, 250.
Yeah, from both the sides you exit.
No, I had taken PE 2 times. This CE
Acha.
was continuing.
Okay.
Morning say this was continuing. Anyway, it wasn't lost. No, what is the point in trying to save 20 rupees?
Maybe 20. Yeah, yeah. Because we were far
So I
away.
said, let me focus on getting a PE entry. So I exited first and when this candle was reaching its high and somewhere
Okay.
around 230 or something. So I had 70 points here. Then I entered again in the second lot after
With
this
the
candle.
real signal.
This was the real signal and I took the
Okay.
profit.
Okay, that's fine.
But what I am trying to say is, if you're just looking at the daily chart and trading, you're still an intraday trader. Okay? But you will not look at all this in between price movements. 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, and all you don't see.
That creates much stress,
Why?
basically. Yeah.
You entered at the Heiken Ashi candle. You put your
Better to shut the, yeah, better to keep stop loss and
correct.
do some other work. Yeah.
Do some other work and stop worrying. It'll stop your worrying when the price is going against you. Suddenly, people were saying that, "Arey, now we got a CE entry." Okay, CE entry, you will take all the trades or what?
Mm-mm.
All this nonsense it will avoid. In one direction, you trade. Okay, worst thing that happens is one day you lose money. Fine, no.
SL will, yeah, your SL will get hit. Yeah.
SL
Yes.
will hit. That's all.
So this is for gap down only, or you have
It is
changed
for
some
everything.
in your basic
Everything
strategy?
it is
Acha.
applicable. See, here I am talking about what I'll talk about
Okay, so
stocks.
so the initial big move, we are missing the initial big move to overcome that.
See, here I'm on 15-minute chart. Let me put it on daily chart. What was my bias in the morning? Upside. Downside, I did not get entry because the wick was too small. No,
Yes. Yeah.
days candle wick was too small, so you would not have got entry in PE side or sell side. Then
Yes.
green candle started forming. You enter at that time. After entering, you decide where you want to exit. You see some good profits, exit. Otherwise, you let it run till the end of the day and keep it. You'll have smaller profit. That's all. No,
I'm not able to see the label. Which is this instrument?
this is this is Hind Unilever. Today it made
Okay,
a green
HUL.
candle.
Okay, okay.
HUL
Okay.
made a green candle. You would have had a solid full body candle here at the top,
Okay. Yeah.
right? Either you exit when you feel that you got enough profit, or you let the trade run till the end of the day. You will get less profit, but it will be a profit.
Yes.
On
Yeah.
days like this, if you let the candle run till, if you let the trade run till the end of the day, you will make super profit. Correct?
Yes.
On a day like this, you may not make big
Yes.
money. You will also not lose big money. It's not necessary we have to win every day. No, एक एक
Yes.
दिन लॉस भी हो जाता है. होने दो.
It is. It seems so simple. Yeah.
It is simple. we are trying to
Don't know.
complicate ourselves
Yes.
by doing a lot of
Yes.
support,
Yes. Yes.
resistance, demand, supply analysis, and all. You don't need to do it. Is what my argument is.
These are the basic price action analysis, but we are more far from them. Like person like me, RSI and all that. Yeah,
RSI and all, I would say, please stop using it. They are not
yeah,
helping
yeah.
you. They are
I
actually
should
confusing
I
you.
I should develop the habit now.
No, no, you have to develop it right now in this second.
Yes,
RSI
yes,
is
I will.
computed by using your prices of the candles, right?
Yes, it's derived from price only.
MACD is also MACD is worse actually. It not only considers the price, it considers the averages of the price. Kaisa, how can you get a good signal out of MACD's indicator?
Correct.
RSI measures how many green candles are there and red candles are there. How many positive closes versus negative closes. That is how the RSI index is measured.
That's it. Hmm. Yeah.
So what are you gaining from those things? Super trend is even worse. It gives
We are
you
complicating. Yeah,
it
we are
gives you a very
complicating this.
artificial sense of security. That's all. That's not real security.
Yeah.
And all these people in the group who are talking about stochastics and other stuff, please stop talking about it. Take them elsewhere. Go to FTU chat and start chatting about that there. You don't need those things, is my philosophy.
Yeah. This is so simple now.
It's absolutely
Just
simple.
we have to apply. Yeah. We have to.
Actually, today what I should have done is in Bank Nifty, the moment I saw that there was a gap down and a push downward, I should have just entered the PE trade and gone. I shouldn't have taken CE also. So 45 rupees at least I would have saved.
Yeah.
So loss on that side I would have saved. Plus I would have made another 40, 50 points on my PE trade. That is fine. Raghav is saying something. Raghav, yes, I did have my medicine here, no problem.
What happened with you, sir?
Nothing. I have a one. So yeah,
History of? History of?
heart attack and stroke.
Oh.
So I have to take a lot of medicines during the day.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is clear, no? All the people who joined later also, I hope
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir. Clear.
we are all clear on this. Brahmam, anything to say on this?
Yes, sir, Swami sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you please change it to spot chat to 50 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you draw Fibonacci on first 15 minutes candle?
Now I'm going to take a stick and come to your house.
Okay, okay.
I'm trying to tell you, forget all this nonsense of analysis.
Okay, okay.
Enter karo yaar, bindas enter karo. Take a PE trade.
Sir, today what I done mistake is this 12:15 candle, 12 and that 145 candle, they broke previous high.
This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Okay.
Once you entered a PE trade in a falling market, if you take a CE trade after that, somebody has to come to your place and beat you with a stick.
Sir, actually, I took 70 points profit in PE and exited. So I was looking for market will, there will be some V-shape recovery or something like that. And,
Problem is we got used to these V-shaped recoveries. Like most of the days we are getting the V-shaped recovery and we are expecting.
Hello, Swami sir. Hello. This meeting is over.
maybe
Hello.
just
No, Swami sir had left the chat actually. left the meeting actually. We will even join once again when he is okay.
So Swaminath
Mr. has left actually, left, yes.
left. Okay. So somebody talking about Fibonacci something. So can we discuss on those things if permits? But somebody has to share the screen. I think so. Otherwise, we'll leave.
We leave actually. He's going to connect once again. Just wait for a few minutes.
And one thing, we can simulate the same concept in either I'm a broker in trading view. So no need to switch over the time frame of the chart. So in daily chart, the colors will change from time to time according to market condition. So I can simulate the uh, daily chart and I will upload the video soon.
Okay.
So daily chart is Heiken Ashi daily chart, but it keeps on changing the color. 73 times it will test the data points.
Okay.
So whenever the trend changes, so I will note the time and I will inform to everybody. Most probably this weekend I will simulate one
Okay.
from Monday to Friday.
Like you're going to like
Simulate,
create
that's
a
all.
code.
No need to check the hello.
Check the
Hello.
color conversion of red to green, something like that.
Yes. Only color conversion. This is daily chart. So put the daily chart, and it keeps on changing according to every 5 minutes. It keeps on changing.
Okay.
Only 5 minutes candle. So then we can have clear idea where we have to keep the stop loss, where you have to exit the trade.
So Amog, is it possible in
for
Zerodha?
every trade there should be a RR factor.
No, actually, you're saying that you are going to do that one in Trading View or in Zerodha? Trading View, right?
No, Trading View. Trading View is a professional version. We have to use the professional version. Otherwise, I will do it in another software. I'm a broker.
No, I'm a broker. Actually, nobody's using that one. I think in our group. Mostly
No, that is video for video observation.
Okay.
So how the daily candle will change in intraday? So it will check 73 data points. So one daily candle will have 73 data points. So it will check 73 data points. Whenever the trend shifts, I will note down the time and what action should be taken on that. I will
Trend
post.
shifting means actually when the opening bias is below. According to opening bias, when the price is below the opening, then it will be red only, right?
No. Below open red only.
Then when it is then open is going to cross the price is going to cross the open above.
But again,
right?
it will cross this one, what it called. Actually, Heiken Ashi formula itself different because it take the values from the yesterday. Okay. So what will happen? So in 15 minutes, previous candle values are different. In daily time frame, previous candle close, high, low, and all these values are different. So we have to check daily Heiken Ashi with 5 minutes simulation. So every 5 minutes, it keeps on changing daily time frame. Otherwise, you can use it in trading view. Even free version also, you can get that concept.
Okay.
You can simulate it.
Okay. Actually, the thing you need to clarify by showing an example, creating a video on something like that. Actually, not
Okay,
that much clear
this
on
is
that.
the daily candle, na? So daily candle means almost all it represents 6 hours and 15 minutes. Am I correct? One daily candle.
Okay.
Okay. One daily candle represents 6 hours and 15 minutes data points. Okay.
Yes.
So last second hour, what happened? How can you check in daily
Why
candle?
do you need to know all those things here? I'm still not able to understand why you guys are going back to this again and again.
No, simulate, sir. Because
why you want to simulate? Why don't you?
You told the candle color will change from here and there. So that's
Correct.
why.
The candle color will change. You will react at that time. No.
No, already I have the position. So what I have to do?
You have to
Whether I
hedge
have to
yourself.
hedge
You
or
hedge better. No.
okay, instead of square of the existing position, better to hedge. Am I
Correct.
correct?
Correct.
And okay.
See, if I'm in a PE trade and the position changes, bias changes, my PE will become a loss.
Yes.
By hedging, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to take profit on the CE. Right? It will minimize the loss which I have on my PE trade.
Okay. Sorry,
I
sir.
will
One
close
minute.
with a lesser trade, a lesser profit or lesser loss. That's all. No.
No. Initially, you are start with strangle. Am I correct?
No. I am not talking here about strangle. I am talking about how to take a position and avoid looking at intraday charts or support and resistance. The moment you draw support and resistance lines, your mind is saying, "Arey, price will reverse from here." Sometimes it may reverse, sometimes it may not reverse. Correct?
No, sir. You are
Yeah,
telling
sir.
that P getting loss and C getting profit.
No.
So definitely you are in a strangle or straddle a long strangle.
You are converting it into a strangle only when your bias changes.
Okay.
When your bias does not change, your original PE trade will give you profit.
Sir, and one small request, sir, as a experience. So theta decay.
Theta decay does not have any effect on intraday trades. I've said this so many times in my webinars. Please get it out of your head. Only when you are holding the position, then your theta decay happens. Premium decays during intraday trade. Okay. Only when there is a sideways move, when there is a consolidation, when buyers or sellers are trying to take control of the trade. Until that time, there is no premium decay. Theta decay will have an impact only if you're holding your trade for the entire week.
Okay.
As
And
each day, as you get closer to the expiry day, the more decay will happen.
And another small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So whether I have to keep the that means either trail or stop loss on total premium or individual trailing or individual stop loss.
Number one, don't trail your stop loss.
Okay.
Trailing your stop loss because of volatility, it will hit your trailing stop loss and you will get lesser profit. I am in fact talking here about avoiding stop loss itself. Okay. What we are going to do is we are going to blindly plunge into a PE trade.
Okay.
If the opening is like today's opening, you had a gap down opening, plus price has started pushing downward right from the beginning.
Okay.
There is no reason for me to imagine that I should buy a CE. Okay, I have to buy only PE.
Okay.
Now I may buy the PE at 9:15 sharp. I may buy it at 9:17. Whatever is the time I enter, I will try to enter it based on the Heiken Ashi principle. The principle is that you will wait for a red candle to form and buy above the red candle.
Okay.
The moment I've got entry into the PE through the Heiken Ashi method, which happens to be the best possible price you can get for your PE, you just let the trade run. Don't even think about what is going to happen 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later. All those things you don't need to think.
So I am not talking about that one. So whenever the market opens, okay, let we assume candle turns into negative. Okay, first 3 minutes.
Okay.
And next, I have to migrate to 15 minutes, and I have to check for the red Heiken Ashi. So
Correct.
whenever we like that.
Correct. Absolutely, you're right.
Okay. Thank you.
That is only for getting an entry at the lowest possible price. If you don't mind entering at a higher price,
okay,
you
understand.
enter at 9:17, 9:18, 9:20, whatever is the price you enter.
Sir,
What I am trying to
Swami
tell
sir,
you. Yeah, tell me, Kavita.
Clear, sir. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I joined the meeting late. I saw the messages late, and
Okay.
so what is
We'll run through
what?
whatever we are discussing right now. What
Yes,
I'm
please,
saying
if you
is,
don't mind. Yes.
yeah, we don't mind. What I'm saying is, all along we've been talking about entering on 15-minute chart, monitoring our trades, etc., etc.
Correct. Correct.
And people suddenly say there's a CE entry which is forming. Correct?
Right.
During
Right.
the day, I saw a lot of messages like this. I'm saying
I was
avoid all these
surprised.
things.
I was surprised because I think, I mean, the bias was so strong. Anyway,
Correct.
so
So bias was down only, and people were getting entry in CE. And a lot of discussions happening about whether it will hit 31,500 or not. I'm saying remove all your lines. Remove every damn line from the chart. Okay.
okay.
Price opens in the morning, forms a red candle. You look only at the daily chart. Jump it with both feet in and buy a PE.
No, no. So are you saying the first candle of the day, and what time frame are you referring to here?
I'm talking here about my daily time frame. See, let us assume that I don't
Okay,
know what is intraday.
so you're saying I open below previous day low. Is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying?
no, 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 no. I open below today's open. I mean,
Okay.
I have today's open, and the
Right.
price starts going down.
Going
I
down.
see a
Okay.
small red candle forming.
Which time
Okay,
frame?
whatever time frame, yeah. You
5
look at
minutes.
daily candle, you see no.
Okay, daily candle means daily, that is still being made, right? That is
It is still being made. Yes.
okay.
Now
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to enter a PE trade immediately. I see a red candle forming.
All
I'll
right.
enter a PE trade. What are the possibilities that can happen? I'm absolutely right. My PE trade becomes a runaway success. Number two possibility is I'm wrong and this reverses and becomes a green candle. Correct?
Correct.
Now, when it becomes a green candle, I will go ahead and buy a CE.
Okay.
Right? I'll have CE as well as PE positions running.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Now I have a hedged position typically.
Yes.
Right? Whenever I feel like I can discard my PE, when I know that my CE trend is not likely to reverse again. I'll show you an example of crude chart today. Now, in our Bank Nifty case, what we had was a strong push to the downside. In between, a lot of noise was being made. The price was going up and down and all those things. Are we going to care about these things? We are not going to care about it because we had a momentum candle. We have already got into a PE trade based on a red candle, which is in profit at this moment. We are not going to worry about whether price is reversing or not. If it reverses and becomes a green candle from here, that is the time I will worry. By the time what would have happened, my PE trade would have lost all its profit. It would have gone into some small minus. Correct? Correct or not?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. When my PE trade has become a small minus and I see a green candle forming here.
Sir, are you showing any screen?
Oh, sorry. I forgot to turn on the screen sharing. I didn't. Okay.
No problem, sir. I thought I'm missing something.
Actually, it was me who missed it. Okay, let me do this again. Now you guys are able to see the screen or no?
Yeah, perfectly right. Sir,
Yes.
sir, before you continue, I just one question. So
Yep.
as you said, sir, the bias is down, and you
Yes.
take a P entry, so you might get a very P at a very high price.
Yes, I will get at a high price. I'll show you that also.
Then is that valid?
Wait, no,
Right decision? Yeah.
I'll show you the chart I took today. I'm going to focus here only on the P. I'm not going to look at the C now, though I took a strangle.
Sure,
Okay.
Sir. No problem. Yeah.
Now I've taken an entry right at the open. Okay. Price opened at what? 58.92 rupees. It went down to 58.95. If I was lucky, should have got entry somewhere in between. Now, even if I'm not lucky, I got an entry at 167 rupees today. The very next candle, when it started making a high, I exited. Then I waited for the proper Heiken Ashi entry, which I got on the fourth candle. The fourth candle of the day, the high was 139. I got entry at some 142 or something. So 142 I entered, and I saw that price was going up. When it came to around 250, I exited. All this I did because I was outside and I didn't want to focus so much on the charts. I just looked at the P&L and exited. This was a one-off kind of a situation today. But this is not what we are discussing right now. We are discussing that we don't want to look at these charts. We don't want to see any chart. For me, last 20 days, I had only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. The rest of the time, it has been red only. Okay. And today, there was a gap down. And the initial push was downward. So my bias is always towards the PE side only. I'm not going to think of CE unless this changes and becomes a green candle. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I don't mark support lines or resistance lines or whatever and try to predict where the price will go. After entering a trade on the CE side or PE side, I'll let it run. If I'm proved wrong, I will hedge myself. If I'm not proved wrong, I'll just let my trade run. So,
the concept is very clear. But only thing what I'm still worried, sir, about this entry.
Take entry. If you're so worried about this, wait for your Heiken Ashi entry. But after that, close your computer and go.
Yeah, I think
It will prevent you from meddling with your trades in between.
Yeah, because if I enter at 9:15 or 9:16, then I will get at a very high premium.
How much high it can go? It made a high of 237. Sorry, 194 only. No, that is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
Yeah.
195, if you had entered, you still would have got 250. No, you could have exited anywhere. I marked the line at 250, but I'm here talking about not even having these lines.
No, sir. What about the stop loss? In case it could have reverses from 197, it could have gone down, say, to 65,
it could have.
50 rupees.
Yes, it could have gone. Hedge yourself, no?
Yeah, hedge yourself. Yeah, right.
You will minimize the damage at least. See, the point is, no, it is only our mental worries that keep us from being profitable. You're thinking, what happens if this happens, that happens?
Yeah, true.
Okay. If it reverses, we are going to just quickly switch over and hedge ourselves. The hedging will give you profit on the CE in case there's a reversal. It will minimize the loss on PE, no?
Yeah, perfectly right, sir. I think main thing is in our mind and then implementation part.
Absolutely.
We are not able to quickly adapt our change, because I think
what I did today was I put my bulk order entry. I took a CE and a PE because I was supposed to go out. I just clicked the button and walked out. After that only I saw that I got entry in PE at 167 rupees. By the time the damage was done, all I had to do was sit and see whether PE I'm able to take a profit. I was able to take a profit quickly. Then I entered a second PE trade. Ended up getting some 100 odd points, no?
Yeah, fine.
Sir, one question in this. Like, do we need to take the ATM part, or it is a OTM also should be okay for this concept?
Perfectly okay. OTM is also okay. I took OTM only, no?
Okay. And one more thing I was checking, sir, like for checking the bias of the day, can we check the daily? I cannot see how it has formed previous day. If it is red, maybe we can try to concentrate on PE side today also. Means whether we
I
are
get
getting
what
PE
you mean.
entry.
I get what you mean. So if you look at a daily candle Heiken Ashi,
Yeah.
bias was only downward.
Yeah.
It has broken
That
a
was,
green candle low and gone downward.
yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Sorry. But why do you want to do all those things? When your price is telling you, when your normal candle is telling you that it is a red candle, what more confirmation you want?
No, whether the bias is strong or it is a weak, because
See, as of yesterday, my bias would have been down. Okay.
yes,
Simply because of red Heiken Ashi candle and a cross below the green Heiken Ashi low.
yeah,
So I had no imagination that today will be a green day.
yes,
So what would I do? I would focus all my efforts on PE.
yes.
Having done that, I'm only saying, please don't go into all your 15-minute, 5-minute charts and do too much of analysis and all. Let your trade run. When you are proved wrong, right? When the red candle becomes a green candle in your daily chart, at that time you hedge yourself. If it doesn't happen, don't even try to hedge. Focus on where you will take your profit.
So you're saying that if it turns green, then you don't exit your PE. Instead, you hedge.
Yeah, instead you
Or,
hedge.
or can we?
Let your PE act as your stop loss. I know it is difficult to digest. I'm asking you people to stop
Yeah.
using stop loss also. Unless you want to stick to the Heiken Ashi entry method, there you put your stop loss and wait.
But if the market becomes sideways, again it can become
Yeah,
green, red, no, sir.
if it becomes sideways, you're going to lose anyway, na?
Okay.
You're not going to make a profit on the sideways thing.
Sir, I think I have. I mean, for
Sir, one
past
thing
two
we
days.
can formulate the Heiken Ashi formula, sir, to
Why do you
future
want to
price.
do? Why do you want to look under the hood always?
No. Heiken Ashi, as per Heiken Ashi formula, so maximum of some XYZ and minimum of XYZ. So we can forecast. So if the price is crosses
My
this
dear
value,
friend, I do not want to forecast. I'm not interested in forecasting. I'm interested in following the price where it goes.
okay.
If you forecast, you may end up becoming wrong also.
No. I am
Right.
forecasting only Heiken Ashi, not anything. Only I am
You don't
forecasting.
need to do it. No. See, you know that Heiken Ashi open is the midpoint of previous day Heiken Ashi high and low, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
yes.
if that is the open price and the Heiken Ashi close price is what? Previous day normal candle open high low close divided by 4.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Correct?
Yes,
You
sir.
have the close price. Now, if you want to do a stop and reverse kind of trading system, this kind
Yes,
of
correct.
calculation will be useful.
Yes.
Okay, you can say once it crosses Heiken Ashi close plus 2, I will enter a reversal trade. You can do that.
Thank you very
But
much.
I'm not interested in even predicting or anything. I'm just interested in only taking my profit on the PE once I'm inside the trade. Now
Okay, sir.
the
Okay.
point of debate which others were saying is whether you should enter immediately at the open. You may not get the right price for it. You
Sir,
may not get the best price. So
one thing, sir, we have to adopt this method into our subconscious mind. So then only this unnecessary nonsense won't come, won't discuss in future. I'm expecting.
so the point is no, if it will come into your subconscious mind only
Hmm.
when you keep on practicing or we keep on doing a lot of visual back test.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why did it come into my subconscious mind and not yours?
Correct, sir.
I
Thank you very
mean,
much.
see, today's actually this entire discussion was prompted because I saw somebody having a crude trade where he had shorted, and I asked him, "Why did you short?" Day candle was showing a nice big green candle. Of course, now it fell from there. But I said, "Why did you short in a upward bias market?" Quite obviously, stop loss will get hit. No. It becomes a low probability trade. I think we talked about it shorting somewhere around here or here. Yeah, this was the candle he was talking about. This was called, what is it? Red 180 or something like that. Oliver Wells teaches this principle. Says if this candle forms lower than the previous one, right, you take a short trade. It didn't work out. Instead, the price went higher. You could have taken a 100-point profit on crude today. Because now the price is falling, that's a different issue. But at the time we were discussing, you could have taken a 100-point profit and just relaxed. No? Even assuming the price reverses and goes away from you, what is the worst thing that will happen? You will get smaller profit, that's all. Instead of big profit, you will make small profit. So what?
Consistency matters, sir. That's all.
See, first is you have to understand that every day cannot be a winning day. You need to accept it. You need to always accept it and go on with your trades. If I have to win every day, then I would not be sitting here and talking to you guys. I'll be just raking in money hand over fist. Why would I sit and talk to you guys? It doesn't happen that way. Market is random. Market will keep moving up and down. You need to deal with it. And this method of trading only on the daily candle, right, and not reversing your position every now and then when the price moves against you, can only lead to bigger profits for you.
Sell at resistance, buy at support.
That's fine. That's
the
fine.
Only yeah. And also I put stop loss exactly in the system. So because out of 15 times,
After that,
I
did you take this?
13
After that,
times.
did you take this buy trade?
No, sir. More volatility. So I didn't take crude. So because when it's going up and down, so I don't know the direction. So I didn't take it, sir.
Yeah, you said there is a resistance. You said there's a resistance. After the breakout, you would have entered, no?
But if you see, it's something like sideways. So I don't know whether it's again stop loss will hit.
Santosh,
That's why
where is the sideways here? You had a stop loss hit, okay? After
Okay,
that,
sir.
where is the sideways? You have a red candle telling you, please buy, please buy, please. You didn't take this trade. This is where you would have got 50 points.
Yeah.
See, you can't do this half-heartedly, no. Having taken one trade and taken the stop loss, you should look for the next opportunity.
Yeah.
When your sell trade has hit the stop loss,
when
logical
one stop loss hit, right?
will say that why don't you now look for a buy trade? Buy trade
Just
was
I
giving
want.
you an opportunity here.
Okay, so I want to highlight. It's something like psychology or maybe human. I cannot able to go against. That's why I avoided. Better to avoid instead of going randomly going. So just I avoided. So then.
Anyway,
Because
it's a good thing I looked at your trade, because that is what made me think, why don't we avoid all these things? Just buy on the daily candle and leave it.
Sir.
Ah.
Sir, just one thing. If I am understood the concept correctly, I just want to give an example on 8th April.
Okay.
Said so the bias was up from the opening. So if
Okay.
you go to 15-minute chart.
8th April you are saying, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you Let me go to the 15-minute chart. Okay. 8th April.
Yes, sir. The first 15 minute was green, so I
Okay.
am looking to buy C
Yes.
according to Heiken Ashi. Sir,
Okay.
if you convert the chart to Heiken Ashi, I
You did not get
got an
entry.
entry after 9:45 candle high is broken.
Yes, 945 high was broken. You got entry. And
Okay, sir.
immediately you were also
And
getting a stop loss hit.
yes, my stop loss is hit. No, sir. Actually, I am telling you, my stop loss is hit. I got an entry um, near. So actually, what I am trying to say, not stop loss. When the 9 10 candle low is broken,
Mm.
can I entry into the short trade?
You can.
Actually, you say many a times that when the green candle turns to red, the trend is shifting and we want to enter the short trade.
Correct. Correct.
So we enter at the candle and at its high is not broken, so we are still in pre-trade
You
and at
enter
the end
your
of the day,
you enter a sell trade here, no? After the
yes,
open
sir.
price was broken.
Yes, sir.
क्या जाता
The
है?
so that's why the P trade is taken and the as the high candle's high is not broken, so we are still in the P trade and at the end of the day we take profit from the P and C trade was stop loss as stop loss
Correct.
was.
Correct.
So that was the whole concept, right, sir?
Correct.
Okay,
See, the
thank you,
moment
sir.
your C trade got invalidated when
Yes, sir.
the open of the day was broken downward. So PE trade would have given you profit.
Okay, sir.
CE trade, of course, you had a stop loss. Abhi,
So actually,
I'm
my
not
question
talking
is,
about all those things here. Now I wanted to make this concept extremely simple. Look at your daily candle. If it is forming as a red candle, your bias is down. Okay.
yes, sir.
Now enter a PE trade, whatever method you want to enter, whether it is Heiken Ashi, whether it is a 15-minute breakout, breakdown, whatever method, focus only on PE. You're with me on this?
Yes, sir.
Now, don't shift your chart into 15 minutes and all. Stop looking at all those things. People who want to do research, they let them do all those things. Now,
Okay.
if your entry bias is right, your PE should be in profit. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
If the bias does not change, you are going to have a good profit on your PE. If the bias changes and the candle becomes green, like what happened in crude oil today, first it opened and went down, and then the candle became green. The moment it becomes
Yes, sir.
green, I'm going to buy.
Okay.
My sell trade goes into a loss. Sell trade goes into a loss. Buy trade goes into a profit. Not
So
a small
there was
profit.
no SL for the sale trade, sir.
Correct. I'm saying stop
Okay.
looking at SL. Worst thing that happens is when the bias changes, you also go into a hedged position. If the bias doesn't change, don't have SL also.
Okay. So at the end of the day, we have to look at the C and the P trade. Either C is in profit or P is in profit.
Correct.
Okay.
In today's case, PE was in profit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
Assuming that you did not enter a CE trade today,
No, sir.
Bank
Actually,
Nifty
I
tomorrow
already.
you should have taken a CE trade.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you are not taking
I
CE
also
trade,
told in the. Yes, sir. I also told in the group that the bias was strong and also open equals to high, so we don't need to enter in the C trade. The bias is so
all these
strong in
things,
the downward.
all those things, even the
Yes,
question
sir.
would not have come at all if you only follow this method.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In between, there's no discussion about whether C should be taken or not. Bias is strong. You know that red candle is forming, and maximum it is giving you is that's all, right?
Yes.
So you would have just stayed with your P with total confidence.
Sir, you are
Sorry, yeah, tell me.
sir. Can you summarize your today's new strategy with today's bank nifty? Because no, no, because you said that once you are entering PE and when you see one red candle in PE, so you
On the
just take
daily chart, if you see a red candle, enter P,
enter PE.
enter
Yeah.
P without fear.
Hmm.
Okay.
But but you said that in Heiken Ashi when you when the candle color changes, your bias should change and you should take opposite trade. So in PE, there was one candle in which our bias was changed. So we should have
No, no,
taken C.
that is because you're now looking only at the daily candle. Okay. If in your daily candle, did your bias change during the day?
No, not in daily candle.
Yeah.
Acha,
So I'm saying
okay, okay.
follow only the daily
We
candle.
should take CE on daily candle only.
Correct.
Okay, okay. When it turn green. Okay, I got. Yeah,
You got it, no?
yeah. I thought in between any Heiken Ashi candle turns green and we should take another
No, no,
like
then
opposite
that is the
trade.
same
Okay,
as the
okay.
old method, no?
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
looking at 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minutes,
Yes,
and all.
yes,
I'm
yes.
getting confused.
Okay. So if days open get breach, then you should take
Correct. Only
a
then you
reverse
take
trade.
C. Until the time, you just let the PE run.
Okay,
If it
okay.
gives you big profit, take it. If it gives you small
Okay.
profit, take it. Right?
Excuse me,
Oh,
sir.
yes, yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
And don't even put stop loss is my recommendation now.
Excuse me, sir. Sir Murari, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, you told me on the daily chart,
Uh,
if it open and goes down, I have to buy P.
correct.
So at the morning 9:15 itself, I have to buy, or I have to wait
Buy
for
at 9:15 यार
another.
क्या जाता है?
Okay,
Buy
okay,
at
okay,
9:15, no problem.
okay, okay, right, sir. And I will throughout day, I will be on the daily chart only.
You will be on the daily chart only. In between, all the
Mhm.
noisy elements will not
Right,
confuse.
right, sir. So previously you told to that reversal process means
Correct.
when Hasnasi changed to the green candle, I should
Correct.
go for C. So that
Correct.
is now invalid one.
Now I'm saying stop thinking about Heiken Ashi, support, resistance, and all those things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You just see the red candle forming. Enter
Right,
PE. There
right,
are only two things which can happen.
right.
Your decision is correct or your decision is wrong.
Sure.
The third possibility is your decision was correct initially, but it became wrong later. Correct,
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if my decision is right, I
Right.
don't have to do anything. I just
Mhm.
hang on to my PE trade and wait.
Right,
If my decision was wrong, immediately I hedge myself with a CE.
right.
Right? The reason is PE will go in loss, CE will be in profit. So overall, your loss will get minimized at least.
Yes, yes, yes.
If the momentum builds up on the upside very fast, then you may have a profit on the CE, which will overcome the losses on the PE.
Okay,
Now, this will happen only when you have a candle with a lot of wicks like this,
okay.
deep wicks like
Right,
this. Okay.
right, sir.
So, you take this candle, after open, it went down.
Okay,
You were happy because you had a nice red candle. It was giving you profit on PE.
okay.
Since you are not looking at all the 15-minute chart and all, you're not looking at your P&L also. End of
Yes,
day, you see this thing has gone to a wrong side. How much
right.
you will have as loss?
That premium.
Only the premium paid on the PE, no? That is the
Yes,
maximum loss you will have.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, supposing you decided I will watch the chart, and when it
Yes,
happens green, I'll
yes.
I'll buy a CE.
Right.
So to a small extent, you would have minimized the loss on your PE. That's all.
Right. Correct, sir. Correct. My next doubt is, sir, at that time means what you prefer, the premium out of the money at I mean how much out of the money below 100 premium, some premium you have decided, or some points you have decided, 1000 points, 500 points, or premium below 100, like that.
You see, normally I like to trade with a small premium.
Okay.
I always take out of the money options, and I keep
Right.
on progressively moving my out of the money closer to ATM as each
Okay.
day passes.
Right.
Friday it will be deep out of the money. Monday it will be slightly less deep.
Okay. Day
Tuesday
wise it will be.
it will be, because you are getting closer to expiry, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And as you come to expiry, let us say on Wednesday, I will only take a risk with 300 points difference.
Correct.
ATM plus 300, ATM minus 300.
Correct.
Thursday it is strictly ATM only.
Yes, because that day erosion will be more.
Okay, that is the only thing you need to do.
Right.
The other caveat in this is, if you take a, let's say, ATM plus 500,
okay, sir.
that day Bank Nifty gives a good move.
Yes.
Your ATM plus 500 will become at the money,
Yes, sir.
or at least it will become in the money if it
Correct.
crosses that 500 points. Let us say Bank Nifty moved 900 points.
Yes, sir.
Your OTM option has become ITM.
Yes.
So your profit is faster and greater.
Yes. Perfect.
Right? So if you want, you can choose your strike price in such a way, considering the daily movement of Bank Nifty,
Yeah.
your OTM can become ITM. That will be the best criteria which you can follow.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, since we are discussing on all these things, there was one more thing I wanted to discuss. Supposing I buy only a ATM straddle every day in the morning, right at the open.
Okay.
What will happen?
If bias is as per me, one side I'll get profit.
Your one side ATM will become ITM.
ITM.
Another side ATM will become OTM.
OTM.
As your price momentum increases on one side, let us say this candle, your OTM will fall at a slower rate than the growth in this CE side. Correct, no?
Correct, sir. Correct.
So I will always be left with a profit when I have a momentum move. If there is no momentum in the move like these days, I will lose on both sides.
Yeah.
So these kinds of things, if you want to try it, you try it on a Thursday, because the premium will be cheaper.
Yeah.
But if I were to trade like this every day,
Okay.
bus ho gaya, I don't want to think here too much. Abhi, I want to only place an order and go away.
Yes, sir.
I can buy ATM C and P here, right
Okay.
at the open.
Okay.
I can leave my computer and go.
Okay, sir.
ATM becomes ITM again. On the other side, as the price momentum gathers, the decay in your opposite side trade will be slower.
Slower. Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So net you will be in profit. But on days like these, where the wick is larger than the body,
yes, sir,
you are going to lose money.
Yeah.
If you are willing to accept that, this is a very good strategy.
Okay.
No need to use brain.
Yes, sir.
The same thing you can apply on a weekly chart and also do the trade. You take a carry forward trade, right?
Right.
In the beginning of the week, bias was down. Opening bias was also down.
Okay.
So enter into a ATM straddle.
Okay.
Leave it for the entire week. Of course, theta decay will be there.
Right.
But overall, you may be in profit. I have not tested this thing on a weekly chart. I used to do monthly.
Okay.
I used to see the monthly trend and say, I'm going to buy.
Right.
I used to always buy ATM straddle. Premiums
Right.
were higher, investment was higher,
Okay.
but for the entire month I had peace of mind because even in a monthly, my ATM would have become ITM.
IPL. Hmm.
In spite of the theta decay, I would have still made a lot of money on the monthly.
Okay.
If you're willing to take that kind of a trade, you can always try it out. But I prefer daily because I like to compound my profit.
Correct.
Profit has to become my capital tomorrow.
Yeah. Correct.
So I want to trade only on this basis. That is why I'm doing all these things. Otherwise, I can trade once in a week or once in a month.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Whatever happens, I'll accept the decision. Price doesn't go up, that's also fine. But price, it is impossible for price not to go up, even on a weekly option. If you see, the moment your ATM becomes ITM, there is no way that price will stop growing. No,
Yes, sir.
my ATM P would give me profits. ATM C would lose value.
Yeah. Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is. So, guys, what do you think about this daily candle trading method? Can we forget about all this analysis paralysis? Amog will immediately say we are used to it, we're addicted and all.
No, nothing like that, sir. Actually, we will watch this for some time, definitely.
This means he's not convinced.
No.
Yes, sir. I think actually it will be very scary in the live market when we do all this thing.
You ask yourself, what is the worst thing that can happen? Live market may, okay, for half an hour, 1 hour, you'll be scared.
Yeah.
Once your PE starts making money, you will be laughing and smiling to yourself, no?
Uh,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
when do you exit your suppose on the daily chart I see the candle forming as red, so I took a PE.
Okay.
And I sat down, and
Okay.
after some time the candle starts becoming red. So in that case, you will continue that PE or you will close that PE and take a CA.
That's what I'm saying. No, you continue your PE, let it act as a stop loss for the CE trade.
I don't understand what do you mean by stop loss as a CE trade.
See, when CE is making money, PE will lose money, no?
Yes.
So effectively, what does it do? If PE is growing by 100 rupees and PE is slipping by 50 rupees,
And yeah.
it means that your 50 rupees is your stop loss for the 100 rupees of gain which you make on the CE.
Okay. Yeah. Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So let both of them run.
Okay. So in the end, someone will win and will take that.
Correct. You take that wherever you are having a profit, that you will book. Okay. CE will be winning. So you take your profit on the CE. Loss on the CE will be, let's say, 1,000 rupees. CE profit may be 1,200 or it may be 800.
Yes, correct.
In any way, you either minimize your loss or you make a small profit.
Yes, correct.
Of course, it will depend on the delta and all those things. So you choose your strike price carefully.
Yes, correct.
If my PE has a very low delta, or, then CE has a high delta. That would be the ideal situation if the reversal happens. But if
Yes.
you take too far out of the money CE, then your delta may not be growing fast enough.
Yes, correct.
In which case you will have a loss. But the loss will be, if you to look at it on an overall basis, the loss will be still small.
Yes, correct.
I'm not saying this is much better than the Heiken Ashi method. Heiken Ashi method ultimately will always win hands down. But what I saw was people getting confused about what will I do if the price reverses. Then I thought, why don't we stop all these things? Here, I don't even need to mark my support or resistance lines. Wherever the price wants to stop, let it stop.
Yes.
One day, you may lose. You may be on the wrong side of the trade. Hedge yourself and try to take profit on the other side. It's as simple as that. No need to panic.
Yes, sir. But this thing is so new that actually our minds are not conditioned to accept this, that these kinds of things can work.
What will make you accept this?
Yeah, maybe some kind of practice. I think live markets maybe will get rid of the fear.
Sir, actually, the thing which you are explaining is traveling with the trend. That's it.
Correct.
When it is gap down, we are going to be with the sellers. When it is gap up, we are going to with the buyers. When trend is going to reverse, then we are going to change our positions. That's it. As simple as that.
It's as simple as that. You don't have to do a lot of exercise mentally, no?
Yes, sir. Actually, that is simple.
From 30,300 is a support. From there, I will look for a reversal and all. You don't need to do.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Raghav, we are not interested in volume profile and all those things here. We are not interested in any of those things with this current method. We are going to follow the price wherever it goes. I'm trying to make it simple and you're trying to add complications into this here. What happened to your voice, but? Oh, no mic. That's fine. So you guys, if you want to try this, otherwise if you want to do it the hard way, please don't discuss about all these reversal points and your predictions in the group. It adds no value to anybody and it only confuses all the newcomers. Let them have a peaceful trading session.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Because today I was just going through the messages. I myself got so thoroughly pissed off. Why all these discussions are happening? How do we want to know here? Why do we want to know where is the support and resistance? Where it will turn? If it turns, you take a position. No. If it doesn't turn, continue with your trade. Best way to do it is only trading on the daily candle. Because all this in between green candle noises and all will be avoided. This will show a solid red candle. Unfortunately, I don't think this is all being recorded, though Pranit said some recording is going on. Once I got kicked out of this room, recording probably would have got stopped. And Sanjay Arora is again saying DRS negative and all those things. Okay. Anything else you guys want me to address?
Anything?
Sir,
Yes.
you left me out, sir.
Where I left you out here?
On Bank Nifty spot 15 minutes Heiken Ashi chart, sir.
Spot 15-minute Heiken Ashi. We are not leaving anybody out here. Tell me.
Just joking, sir.
Yeah, tell me, boss.
This is apart from the strategy discussed till now, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
You're referring to the earlier strategy we were trading with. So you would have got.
yeah, this 12:30 a candle high broke and 145 candle high broke.
Okay.
Uh, Is there any way to think that it is going to move up or down?
Best way is to move to a higher time frame. Earlier I said 1 hour.
Okay.
Now I'm saying 1 day. No?
Okay.
See, the point is, Brahmam, if you trade the larger time frame, all your intraday noise will not be bothering you.
Sir, can you go to 8th April chart?
8th April chart, we can go. Why not? Eighth April is this.
Yeah, there is a V-shaped recovery.
Where V-shape recovery? You have to wait till the end of the day, no boss. There is no V-shape recovery. If you're talking about this, it's not a V-shape recovery, no?
Okay.
It is just a pullback.
Okay.
That is what I'm trying to say here. You guys are imagining something is there which is a recovery and I've got to trade this. Don't imagine that. If you are on the daily chart, you will avoid that temptation. This is 8th April, right? Initial bias was up, then it became down. Your PE would have made money, CE would have made a loss. It's as simple as that. And if you see on 8th April for 15-minute candle, you will see that there was a green bias only for the first candle. After that, it started only going down.
Yeah.
And what you say is a V-shaped recovery. If you don't want to capture this kind of small moves, stick to a daily chart and trade. Take profit on your PE and be relaxed now.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to say that the intraday trader is not necessarily a guy who stares at the charts throughout the day. An intraday trader is a guy who buys in the morning and sells in the evening. That's all. During the day, you are buying and selling. It doesn't mean you have to sit and stare at your chart. Who said that?
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Anybody else who has questions I've left out? Yeah, nice. No more questions?
No more questions, I guess, sir.
Okay. So, shall we wind up the session?
Yes, sir. We can.
Okay. All others, confirm once.
Sir, would it
was nice
be
session,
possible
sir.
to do a live trade?
Live trade? No. Sorry.
Thank you, Swami, sir.
The reason is I don't want to do a live trade is that it reduces and diffuses my focus from my trade. I'm not a trainer, I'm a trader. Okay.
Okay, no issue, sir.
So I don't want to lose my focus when I'm trading.
Sure,
And
sure.
now with this daily candle approach, what will I show you on a live trade? I'll show you one candle forming up and down.
Yeah.
That's all, no? There is no fun in watching this kind of live trade.
So this is all your trading setup, sir.
Huh?
Is there anything else in your trading setup?
No, I
Anything
think this
else
is the
means
biggest
what?
one.
Anything else means what?
Something like multi-charts, multi-screens.
Here, I have only one Dell laptop, a very low capacity laptop, and I have my mobile. I don't have multi screens and all. For multi screens, you have to ask Raghavendra. His setup is extremely good.
Okay.
But why do you want all those things? You are going to look at your daily chart and trade. You need multiple charts for what?
Sir, daily chart system, I only came to know today.
Correct. Okay. But I'm saying if you have only this system which is going to be traded, then all you need is your mobile phone here. You don't
Yeah,
even need a laptop.
definitely, sir.
You can keep watching on your mobile when the color changes. You can even set an alert on Sentinel saying if price crosses above this, notify me.
Yeah.
And you can just sit and relax until you get the notification. You get a notification, you go and place a CE order and let this PE also run parallelly. The reason I brought this up is from tomorrow I'm going to only trade like this. Less noise. I don't have to sit and read group messages predicting and analyzing patterns. All analysts, let them have their fun. They can keep on analyzing and posting charts.
So you're going to place a trade in the morning and exiting in the evening, right, sir?
Correct.
Wow.
The moment I know my bias for the day, I'll place my order and just forget about it. Whether I get 30 points or 300 points, market will decide. Is anybody dissatisfied with this method?
Time only will tell, sir.
Rather than dissatisfied, I would say people will be surprised. The trading cannot so simple.
No, but when you actually think about the entire thing, no, this is the only right way to trade. Intraday trading need not mean you stare at your 5-minute and 10-minute charts throughout the day. What matters is that you take your profit or loss at the end of the day. That's all, no? So this way I will just place my trade and leave it. If it reverses, I'll put an alert. And when the alert comes, I'll take a contra trade. Anyways, this is what I wanted to convey to everyone. If nobody else has any other questions, I'll wind up and go for my dinner.
Yes, sir, we can wind up now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Okay, good night, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.